Hello, Commander.
So this will be, I believe, a best of 3 between Admiralgeneral and Qzipco. And there's quite a few points riding on this. So we are on Closair. We're going to call it Corsair because I think that's the intent of it, not close. Why is there an L there? Come on, please, Baus. Let's figure out where these 2 players spawn. I do believe we'll have one right here and maybe one right here, as that looks like it's the most identical spot. GLHF coming out from Qzipco, and we should be getting this series started just momentarily. But this will be a best of 3 series, so we'll have to see how Qzipco handles his new challenger has appeared. I don't know how Admiralgeneral did versus Life, but I do think that maybe it probably finished a little bit quicker, as I think the other... Ooh, seems I was a little off. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Kind of close there. Kind of close. So then... Okay, they can kill each other here, but they have... Ooh. Oof. So this is going to be a matter of travel times. Goodness. Yo, Theodore's going to be... Okay, so let's introduce the players real quick. So we have spawning on the main screen. We have one against Azil in a 2-1 manner. It is the neon blue commander from Mifa, Qzipco, and his opponent. I don't know the score against Life, but he did win it in whatever stunning fashion he did. It is Mifa's as well, Admiralgeneral. This will be a best of 3 series, so first person to kind of get a 2-1 or a 2-0 sweep, of course, will be, or yeah, 2-1 sweep or a 2-0 sweep will be the claimed winner. Now, this is Corsair, a interesting little map here, as there is a nice little block here, but at the same time, artillery, I would assume, would probably be able to pick over this. Gustas would definitely be an issue, so we'll probably be seeing a bunch of actual, like, really kind of specific styles here. Most likely we'll probably be seeing, like, radars up to kind of protect from Gustav shots, a lot of anti-air, I mean, really just defensive stuff to kind of protect yourself from your opponent here. And of course, all of the metal on Corsair, which is all 100, holy crap, 127. I mean, it is metal for days, boys. So we're going to be seeing a lot of metal. And of course, with that being said, all of the metal is very spaced away from the base. As, I mean, look at the travel time. Just getting a Faber to go all the way over here is going to take an exuberant amount of time. And that also means we'll probably be seeing some proxy bases. So not only proxy bases, but hashtag maybe even some mega bases. But we'll see. We will see. That nothing is promised just yet. Nothing is promised yet. Qzipco, though, just kind of stands himself, looking around at Admiralgeneral's base. Admiralgeneral just kind of living life, getting a lot of Patriots up here to kind of protect from the marauders. And, ooh, this is a cute little booger here. I like this decision here from Admiralgeneral, using the Investigator, which can then be fired through, basically via the ult fire mode, into the Scout Bot Raider mode. Basically lets Admiralgeneral see everything in Qzipco's base. Now, he doesn't know what is physically over here, but he sees all these little bleeps and blops telling him that there are things on the other side of this cliff, which he probably could have guessed already. The economy is kind of wavering a little bit, though, but that's most likely just because of just kind of expansion, just kind of getting the energy up and everything, so not too big of a deal. Don't know why he would build a radar when he already has his Investigator. I guess that's maybe to just kind of protect him from raiding, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. Nothing too crazy, though. Just a lot of shanks kind of being built here, some Fabers and other miscellaneous kind of stuff. Looks like Qzipco has been the only person so far to really get a significant air presence out. We do have a couple, I think these are Peacekeepers, yep, just moving around, just looking to maybe do a little bit of raiding damage. Some Scythes hunting down these air Fabers, and he will find at least one. Does he find the second, though? That is the real question. 2 air Fabers, and did Qzipco forget to build Scythes, as these 2 Fabers here are very exposed to just one single scythe, and the trading is good, and it looks like Qzipco will clean that up very quickly. But as the 2 kind of they're gonna try and meet in the middle here, as is the Huge. But yep, there's the first Theodore from Admiralgeneral. Admiralgeneral just playing to this planet's specifics, using well, can he even get a shot over this? I wonder if the artillery shot will actually accidentally bank into this hill. We'll have to see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Neither player, actually, of course, as I say, that Qzipco being the first to try and just expand outward, as, you know, get on to the far west. Actually, well, I guess it's in this case the far south. yeah, it'd be the far south in this case, and the far north for Admiral General. Now, we do see a couple Peacekeepers about to make their way inside Qzipco's base. Not too big of a deal. There is a Shank and a Commander here in case any of that goes south, but it does look like okay, so the Theodore is able to shoot over this cliff face here, and I'm very surprised that Qzipco really didn't anticipate this happening, but I guess that, I mean, Admiral General just kind of playing to the specifics of the planet. I mean, good for him. I think the Guardian probably would have had a better chance maybe reclaiming those Peacekeepers instead of trying to keep the Shank alive, but they do stay alive nonetheless. And it does look like, yeah, I mean, Qzipco can't really push into this. He needs to get maybe a few radars out just to protect, or shields up, excuse me, to just protect himself from this constant harassment damage. But I do believe the shield is actually a tier 2 accessory, so this one Theodore and soon to be the second Theodore are going to do a great job of just kind of killing off all of Qzipco's inner base metal, which is always very nice to do. Some more Peacekeepers though moving out here to just harass some more of Qzipco's base, and it looks like the raiding or the engagement has continued to just stick inside and really actually kind of focus on Qzipco here. His economy, his energy, more importantly, kind of tanking a little bit here. He is floating on metal, but really needs to get that energy up. Very good artillery shots though here from Admiral General. Almost treating this like a combox match here, getting these pelters up as quickly as possible. Pelters do finally come up here for Admiral General, and I think just because of the vision, he should just, yeah, naturally start kind of focusing down these other Theodores here from Qzipco, and the first one should go down very soon here as this, no, he won't get the second Theodore. He won't get the first one, but ooh, it's going to be close. This first one might actually go down here for Admiral General. This one will die. Yep, they both do die. And there is still one more Theodore per commander. Now the question is, yep, actually targets that like a boss. Actually, very well done in terms of, I guess, targeting here. I would assume that you probably just kind of guesstimated as it's the only thing that is still visible here. And it looks like we have a bit of a pelter war going on here between the two sides. I mean, it's a little bit awkward and a little bit obnoxious, but I mean, this is probably the most interesting thing we've got going on here, as we have a nope, just a random accident. Pause. Oh. 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 We have a disconnect, but from whom is the question. Looks like the game continues on. While that Pelter game is going on there, that we do have some Shanks and Peacekeepers just actually raiding a little bit of Qzipco's base. So Admiral General playing this, not only the combox game really well. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was Commander's Health and I panicked for a second. Not only the combox game very well, but also the actual big, you know, open map or big map game. So very well done here by Admiral General to just kind of played really well to this planet specifics. So it looks like he is starting to lose a little bit of this Pelter game, as his only Theodore is about to kind of drop here, and I don't know what his Theodore is actually targeting a metal extractor, so not getting this fabric, this the right thing here. We do have tier 2 bots coming up here and a orbital launcher from Admiral General. A very interesting choice here, to say the least, as orbital 1v1s? What is this? Like a PAG game? What's going on here? You know, tier 2 bots a very interesting choice, to say the least, as usually we see tier 2 vehicles for the Scorpions or the Death Marks, you know, the artillery stuff that can really get over this this hill very easily. Now I'm curious to see why this hive is going up. I would think that, yeah, Scab would be a better choice. It does look like Admiral General has kind of won the other loop around, but I probably really should kind of try and capture, yeah, some more of the metal that is kind of in this area. Taking a quick little look at the rest of the map, though, we do see that the push was cleaned up here by this Scarab that was just kind of placed very well. More Scarabs just kind of going up. I like this decision from Qzipco. I mean, he probably realizes he can't reinforce this stuff just yet, so he's using his air fabricators to just kind of drop down some random just Scarabs, just so that these Peacekeepers can't do nearly as much damage as they normally would. That being said, I would like to see some Dauntlesses from Admiral General. Just get some bombers out. Just kind of start looking for this expansion, because if he can lock down Qzipco inside his base and maybe just a few metal extractors, it is much easier to kill your opponent when they have obviously the smaller economy. That being said though, Qzipco is actually taking quite the economic lead, as he does have all of this metal here because of what, 127 metal on one planet. I mean, that is a commander's like metal dream there, really. Question of the matter though is, how is und Panzerfaustend trying to get some shots over this hill, but the mountain in the way, filthy Stonhof. I will destroy you, mountain! I am Skeletor! Nah. Come on, do it. Maybe one day, Panzer. I think Death Marks might have been a better choice. Do we see... Nope, more Panzers coming out here. I would think, again, Death Marks are too... Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so it looks like Qzipco is starting to win well, he has actually really started pulling out the stops here for this Combox game, and Admiralgeneral actually having to now really start relying on the actual like base game. Economies are actually kind of starting to really start stretching themselves here. Orbital star cannons coming out here. Interesting decision here out of Admiralgeneral. What do we see is the real question. We see enforcers, so I think what we're going to see here from Admiralgeneral is he's probably going to just start amassing a bunch of star cannons inside his base and then just fire them out throughout the planet as he needs them. And I mean, getting all 6 of these metal extractors would be fantastic for him right now. Or maybe he's just going to try and maybe snipe the commander when he sees him with the mass enforcers. I mean, at this point, that's a perfectly acceptable idea, as there is no Tola here for Qzipco, and if 15 enforcers just suddenly dropped on his base, he would not be prepared. It looks like these unit cannons going to drop down. Holy damage, Batman. The Panzers, though, going to do great damage and just eviscerate them. They don't even get the metal extractor for their time, so an absolutely wasted bunch of enforcers there we do see from Admiralgeneral. So he needs to use this more for raiding. I think he's starting to get a little bit of tunnel vision here with trying to kill Qzipco's base with this stuff. I think he really needs to try and get the economy down instead of just trying to fight Qzipco straight up. It's totally fine if he wants to fight him with like Gustavs and stuff, but if he's trying to just straight up engage him, I mean, I do believe that Qzipco is the better, you know, long-term kind of engagement player. But I do think that Admiralgeneral is a much better kind of cheeky player, where if he gets the ability to build a bunch of star cannons and just fire them everywhere, he will destroy you with that ability, with that option to do so. The thing is, though, Qzipco is starting to get up some defensive or some orbital of his own, which is, you know, totally acceptable. He has the economy, and there's no real question why not to. So, with that happening, this is good. Finding this stuff, very good. I think he might have seen the air army with that one random Patriot. He might have. But that doesn't really matter too much, as there is a bit of a push here. There are 2 Patriots and a lot of Enforcers and some Peacekeepers. A lot of Peacekeepers, actually. But it is a vehicle life over here for Qzipco, and ooh, a lot of Enforcers dropping down, but there's no AA. Oh god, these Dauntlesses are gonna get, or these Enforcers are gonna get destroyed. He needs to push. Oh, huge air engagement here, and I mean, Qzipco's trying to push, or Admiralgeneral's pushing into the base here. These scythes need to kill off these other scythes so that they can do some work here. Shank's trying to come in and kill off these Enforcers. The Enforcers, though, are like slammers to the poor ants, and they do get in with tons of damage. Admiralgeneral's Enforcers are just gunning down everything that they can see. They do get a lot of damage done, but really, is it enough? Of course it is, especially when you have more Enforcers. The problem is that there's Scorpions here, and the Scorpions do get gunned down quite quickly, but there's just too many Enforcers. Qzipco will stay alive, albeit as little as it is. He's still staying alive, but now his commander's in serious damage, or in serious trouble. That Star Cannon will really start to rain down some serious pressure with those Enforcers just falling everywhere. Now there is a Tola, and the Tola will do a great job of just exactly killing off a lot of orbital. One Enforcer with a dream to kill off all of the energy for Qzipco. And this is, oh my god, will this chain react? No, I don't think it'll chain react, but this commander's walking into death here if he's not careful. Oh god, careful of the black. Oh, it chain reacts. That's all of Qzipco's energy. Holy crap, he just sniped all of his energy. And if he's not careful, yep, there, oh Jesus, 40%. Not only did he just break the legs of Qzipco's, he just stabbed him in the chest. He's like, you know what? I see that you're a better player, but I got orbital units, bruh. I got orbital units. You got no Tolas, I got you. and there goes all of his energy, and I think Qzipco might die just because of that. I'm fairly certain he is dead because he's just lost all of his energy. He will never be able to rebuild this. There is no tier 2 Faber in... Yeah, the tier 2 Faber is in production, but 35% efficiency will never be enough, and these enforcers are going to continue to just shred through Qzipco's base here. Some Vipers trying to get out here, and it looks like we're going to have the same thing happening for Qzipco. Admiralgeneral does have an... Okay, I was going to say it looked like an umbrella for a second, but no, it is a Tola. The Tola will keep his base safe, so... Ha 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 ha. You are too slow, my friend, says Admiralgeneral, as the enforcers continue to just enforce their will onto this base through orbital strength, and I mean, his base is gone. This is a fleeing commander, and now Qzipco is just stuck on just... Oh, he's trying to get this tier 2 Faber out. He needs this tier 2 Faber, 14% efficiency. He's going to send in some somethings, but the Tola will basically destroy them immediately, and at this point, I think, yep, we are going to see the explosion form Qzipco. Do we see a Manor GG? I think Qzipco might be a little bit salty because of that Star Cannon, but we'll have to see if he can pull it out in the next match, as Admiralgeneral takes game 1 from under Qzipco's under his nose. So congratulations to Admiralgeneral. Very well done. This was, I mean, this was his match. I mean, it was starting to get a little scary there when he started losing the early game comm pushing, and with Qzipco getting that very quick expansion. But I think it's just this Star Cannon and Qzipco's just desire to not build Tolas. I mean, 1 or 2 Tolas would have saved his life, honestly. But Admiralgeneral played to the map's specifics, and he won this game off of playing the right way, I guess. So very well done from Admiralgeneral. Hey guys, it's Ghost here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to turn up that audio because we're about to kick it. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Okay, goodbye now. Goodbye.